A good idea appears to be brewing in Hastings County. The local economic development officer wants to transform the region into a micro-brewing hub. It would be a first for the area. As Newswatch's Max Wark explains, local farmers have already developed a taste for the idea.
In a few days, these vines of hops will be ripe for the picking. One by one, Steve Tubb will collect and dry them. Eventually, they'll be turned into one of the main ingredients for a frosty cold one.
I like beer, and I've had an idea for hops for a long time.
3 years ago, Tubb took on the task of growing the important ingredient. Slowly, the vines have increased in size, and his small hops farm already yields rather impressive results. A fully mature vine can produce roughly 2 to 3 pounds of hops. To put that into perspective, the average barrel of beer requires only 2 to 3 ounces of the dried green cones.
And it just seemed sensible that we look at the farm and the potential here for growing the ingredient brewing, and it seems to be working so far.
So much so that his farm has caught the eye of the Hastings County Economic Development Office, where the idea of developing a micro-brewing region is now in the works.
People are already looking at growing hops or experimenting with local hop growing, which contributes to beer. And I'm saying, just like they would have the climate for the wineries in Prince Edward, we have the climate here for brewing beer.
Wow, look at this!
The frosty idea is still in its infancy, however. Business students from Queen's University will soon be brought in to determine if Hastings County has the right stuff to brew beer. If so, Redden is confident Hastings should have no problem attracting entrepreneurs, similar to Prince Edward County's booming wine industry.
We're trying to say this is the area that you should be looking at because the ingredients are right out there in the backyard.
As for the backyard of Steve Tubb, it's already had success, with last year's crop being given to a microbrewer near Peter.
He does seasonal beers, and he made up a seasonal beer, and we went over for a tasting. It was pretty good.
A sign that locally brewed beer could one day pull even more people to the region. Max Wark, CKWS Newswatch, Sterling.